That's why I've invited Senior Consultant Psychiatrist at Paragon Medical, Dr. Ang Yong Guan, back to the show on CNA 93. Dr. Ang, welcome back. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Daniel.
Let's talk about the current tight circuit breaker measures. They've caused all sorts of reactions. They were sudden, it was wide and large scale. Can you talk to us about what types of psychological stress will likely arise in this situation?
Okay, first of all, I would like to talk about this as a reaction to loss. We are reacting to a loss. For example, loss of freedom to move freely, loss of normalcy. Life is not as usual compared to before. Loss of this face-to-face social interaction. Loss of our old way of life. In other words, loss of security as well. So we all react to losses by going through what I'll call stages. The stage one is shock, disbelief. How can a nation go into a state of nearly three-quarter lockdown, no? And unbelievable, has never happened before. So stage one is shock, disbelief. Then many of us, I think by now will be in stage two. A lot of negative emotions will appear. Disappointment, anger, but mainly anxiety and depression. There's a lot of fear of the unknown. There's a lot of uncertainty. And therefore one can become very anxious and very depressed compared to months ago. And then the stage three is very messy and chaotic life, because life is very different now. So one doesn't know exactly what to do. Given so much time on hand, we don't know what to do. Then lastly is stage four, when we finally come to terms and accept the partial lockdown as a way of life and make full use of it. And that's what we are all hoping to reach. A stage where we say, we can't do anything, it's beyond my control. Let me carry on and let me make full use of it. Everything is over in weeks or months' time. We may find a new meaning to the whole thing. We may re-explore our values in life, re-examine our goals, and it may make us better and wiser. And we have a new meaning to it all. But that will be the last stage. Stage 5, I would call it.
I see what you mean, how it's almost like coping with grief in a way and going through these stages. I don't think many of us are at the level of acceptance just yet, just based on the feedback I'm hearing from so many of my listeners. Can you give us some advice? How can we maintain our mental well-being during this pandemic?
Daniel, you're spot on. In the latest Harvard Medical Review, or Business Review, Harvard Business Review, they are actually talking about a grief. It's like a grief process. It's a process of loss. So you're spot on in that sense. So how do we cope? First of all, mental well-being. What is mental well-being? What is mental wellness? I liken mental wellness to the 4 legs of a chair. In order for the chair to be stable, the 4 legs must be stable. So what are these 4 legs? First leg is social leg. The social leg. We have to continue to socialize, continue to do, FaceTime our friends, talk to our friends, listen to our friends, FaceTime them. Second leg is the physical leg. That means we have to remain healthy, keep ourselves physically fit when we are having time at home. The third leg is the emotional leg, the mental leg. And that's when I will talk about mental wellness. How do we achieve mental wellness during this period? And lastly is the spiritual leg. Don't forget the spiritual leg, or the religious leg if you like. For those who are religious, continuing their faith in God is very important. For those who are not religious, spiritual health for me means continue your hobbies, build new hobbies if possible. That would be maintaining well-being, maintaining the 4 legs of a chair. Make it strong, social, physical, mental, and spiritual or religious.
And we have to prioritize, and we have to actively do it as well. It can't be a second hand or a second thought just in the back of your mind. Prioritize this in your life, and it will help. But what about those who can't, who know about these 4, but just can't bring themselves to do it? What type of psychological support is available?
Okay, for these people, help is widely available. You have the MOH COVID-19 update hotline. You have the SAMH hotline as well, and numerous counseling centers. They offer free counseling at this point in time. All you have to do is call them. They will advise you exactly what to do, and may even say that you may need professional help.
Actually, let's talk about that. At what point should someone seek out professional help? Because at this stage, maybe they're thinking, I mean, there could be so many thoughts in their minds, like, oh no, what I'm dealing with isn't as serious as somebody who has COVID, so I'm not going to go to a clinic. Or I don't want to go to a clinic or hospital because I'm scared of catching COVID-19 or something like that. So at what point should you reach out?
Okay, the key word is functioning. If one is able to function, then you do not need professional help. So basic functioning would be able to eat, able to sleep well, able to concentrate and have a hobby, able to do things in the daytime that gives you a sense of achievement, that you feel worthy, there's a sense of worth, there's a sense of achievement, and able to connect with people, socialize with people, going back to the 4 legs, able to exercise and able to read and concentrate on your reading, or surf the net and able to enjoy surfing the net. These are basic issues, basic functioning. If these functions are intact, no need to seek psychiatric or professional help. But if you can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't concentrate, and you're living in constant fear, and you can't handle that fear, and you're always anxious, restless, walking about in the room and not sure what to do, and your mood is very low, you don't feel like doing anything, that's when you have to pick up the phone and talk to a counselor.
Absolutely, Doc. I'm going to remember building my 4 legs of my
chair.
I know many listeners are going to do that as well.
Yeah.
I foresee we're going to be talking a lot more frequently in future. Thank you for your advice today.
Bye-bye. Daniel.
Dr. Young-Guan, Senior Consultant Psychiatrist at Paragon Medical. You're going to hear more mental health-related topics as we deal with this COVID-19 situation here on Health Matters in the weeks ahead. Rest